Okay, I have my drawing template open that we downloaded in the last video, and I want to start working on my final project. So I'm going to give you a sample. I happen to have Archer's stuff available, so I'm going to get going with that. That reminds me his is metric, so I'm going to close out of this and open up the metric version of that template. File, new, here we go. Now you'll notice in that didn't change there. In the last video when we changed the sheet format, we updated to our last name. It didn't show up on this drawing template, but I think we can fix that. If we right click and go to properties and go to browse, select this one, hit open, hit apply changes, and there it is. Alright, so now both drawing templates are using that same sheet format, which had our name on it from the last one. Alright, this is the one that's set up to pull drawings in metric. So I'm going to start by pulling in some stuff. We can do it this way. Actually, you know what, I prefer to pull it in over here. So I'm going to go into Archer's folder here and take a look at that assembly. We'll use that later on. So once this guy comes up, I'm going to pull in isometric view of that, and I don't want to look at all those origins, so turn those off. If I can get to this. Here we go. Looks a little better. Alright, so as we covered in the midterm and we talked about a little bit, we're not going to use multiple documents for your final project. It's going to be one drawing document with multiple sheets. So down here we can add another sheet. So now we have a second sheet ready to put in some parts. I'm going to cover another part of the puzzle here. This template that I created has a material block and a weight block that will auto-populate if we assign the properties to the parts. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to pull in this control dial, for example. Alright, I'm sorry, I just opened it. I wanted to pull it into that sheet. So let's go to Window, go to my sheet 2, go here, and browse for that part one more time. Alright, and let's say I'm going to take this view. Looks a little small. Let's scale that up a bit. Oops, it's going the wrong way. Alright, well, it's not working as I wanted it to. Okay, back up to the top, user defined. So we need to go something like 3. Maybe 3 to 1. Yeah, that looks a little better. Alright, so now we have this part in here, but notice nothing's showing up here. If I right click and open up that part again, we can now go to properties on the part right here, and we're going to go to material, and then over here we're going to click material again, and then we're going to go here and we're going to go to weight, and over here we're going to go to mass. Hit OK. Now, this material is not specified, so it didn't really do anything yet. So I need to right click here and edit material. It looks like he made it look like it's brass, so maybe it is. So let's look for some copper alloys, maybe. Here we go. We'll hit OK. Apply. So now if we go back to that materials for a moment and look, you'll see that the material is evaluated as brass and it has a weight. Hit OK. Hit save. And what's cool, I'm crossing my fingers now, if we go to sheet 2, nothing happens. Let me explain why. Because it's sheet 2. So we need to go here, click, right click, go to properties. I may be covering this quickly. Take this off, go to default. Instead of same as specified sheet, we're going to hit default. Hit apply changes, and bada bing. We've got brass and we've got the weight. Alright, so let's do another one because that was kind of quick. New sheet. We could do that ahead of time. We could go to sheet and go to properties and make sure it's set to the default. Hit apply changes. There's nothing there. I'm going to go grab another part that I already assigned a material to. The arm. Hit open. Pull this guy in. Again, I would think I would want to change that scale a little bit. Let's try. Oops, I didn't have the right box set. Try that again. Here we go. Alright, and oops, it did not come in. Let's see why. Did I save that? Go to properties. That's on default. Okay, let's open up this part and see what happened. Properties. I must have not saved the changes. So we're going to go to weight. Mass. Doesn't matter which order we do these in, and we'll go to material and we'll go to material again, hit OK, hit save, close that out. There we are. So took a little longer than I'd hoped, but this is what I'd like you to do. The first sheet is going to be your full assembly. Even if it's not done yet, just leave it there, blank, waiting for it. Start taking on some easy parts, and then we'll start dimensioning these things. All right.